Once there was a father. He had 2 sons. The older son, Hugh, was clever and could do everything, but the younger son, Anders, was stupid and understood nothing. When the father needed help, the older son always helped him, and the younger son did nothing. But sometimes the father asked Hugh to go somewhere late at night, and the son was afraid and said, "Oh no, father, I'm afraid. I can't go out in the night. It makes me shudder." And when their father told scary stories, Hugh said, "Oh, it makes me shudder." Anders sat and listened, but he did not understand. He is always saying, "It makes me shudder. It makes me shudder. It does not make me shudder. I do not understand what that means." One day, the father said to Anders, "Listen to me. You are growing up. You are big and strong. You must learn something and get a job. Look at your brother. He works hard while you sit and do nothing." "Actually, father," he said, "I do want to learn something. I want to learn how to shudder. I don't understand it." Hugh laughed and said, "God, what a stupid brother I have. He will never do anything good." The father said, "You can easily learn how to shudder, but you will not find a job like that." A few days later, a priest came to visit the house. The father told him about the problem with Anders. When I asked him what job he wanted to do, he said he wanted to learn to shudder. "He wants to learn how to shudder," said the priest. "Well, he can learn it from me. He can come and live with me, and I will teach him how to shudder." So Anders went to live in the priest's house. The priest taught him to ring the bell in the church, and every day he rang it. After a few days, the priest woke up in the night and told Anders to go and ring the bell. "You will soon learn to shudder," he thought, and went up to the bell before Anders. The boy wanted to ring the bell, but then he saw a man wearing white. The man was standing at the top of the stairs. "Who is there?" he said. But the man in white did not say anything. Anders thought it was a ghost. "Answer me," said Anders, "or leave. I have to ring the bell." The priest did not move. "I will not move, because then the boy will think I am a ghost," thought the priest. "What do you want here?" shouted Anders. "Say something, or I will throw you down the stairs." The priest thought, he doesn't really mean that. He did not move. Because the ghost did not move, Anders ran and pushed it down the stairs. The ghost fell down and shouted. Then Anders rang the bell and went to bed. The priest's wife waited for her husband. She waited a long time. Finally, she woke Anders and asked, "Do you know where my husband is? He went up to the bell before you." "No, I don't know," said the boy, "but someone was standing up there in white. He did not answer me or leave, so I thought he was a ghost and threw him down the stairs." The woman ran up to the bell and found her husband. He was crying on the floor and had broken his leg. The next day, the priest's wife went to Anders' father and shouted, "Your boy has given us great problems. He threw my husband down the stairs and broke his leg. We don't want him anymore." The father went to Anders and said, "What did you do, you stupid boy?" "Father," said Anders, "I did nothing wrong. That man stood there in a strange way. He wanted to do something bad. I asked him 3 times who he was, and he did not answer. So I threw him down the stairs. "I have nothing to say to you. Leave. I will not have you in this house any more." "Of course, father," said Anders. "I will go out and learn how to shudder." But the father did not hate his son, so he gave him some money and said, "Don't tell anyone who your father is." "Of course, father." For a while Anders walked around. He said many times, "If only I could shudder." A few hours later, he walked past a tree. 7 men were hanged on the tree. Another man saw Anders. "That boy looks very stupid," he thought. "I think I will have some fun with him." So he went and spoke to Anders. "Hello there. Where are you going?" "I'm going to learn how to shudder," said Anders. The man laughed. "I can teach you how to shudder. Look at that tree." 7 men wanted to get married to a man's daughter, but the man did not like this. Now they are learning how to fly. Sit by the tree and wait for the night. By the morning, you will have learned how to shudder. "Wow, it's that easy. Well, if I do learn, I will give you all my money." Perfect. Sweet dream. So Anders went and sat by the tree and waited for the night. Because it was cold, he made a fire. There was a cold wind, and the hanged men moved in the... "You are probably cold up there," said Anders. So he climbed up the tree and cut down the 7 men. He put them by the fire, but they did not move. So he pushed them closer. The fire started burning their clothes, but still they did not move. "Wow, you really are quite stupid," said Anders. "I should put you back up there." The dead men did not say anything, and their clothes burned more. This made Anders quite angry. "It is dangerous. Your clothes are burning. Stupid." So he put them back on the tree and then went and slept by the fire. The next day, the man came and asked him, "Well, did you learn how to shudder?" "No, those men were so stupid. They said nothing, and their clothes burned on the fire. How could I learn to shudder from them?" So Anders walked more, always saying, "If only I could shudder." Another man heard him and asked, "Who are you?" "I don't know," said Anders. "Where are you from? I forgot. Who is your father? I cannot tell you." "And what did you say before?" I said, "If only I could shudder." You see, I want to learn to shudder. I know who can teach you, but I want money. "Okay," said Anders, and he gave the man all his money. There is a castle near here. No man lives there. Only ghosts and strange animals live in it. If you stay in the castle for 3 nights, you will learn how to shudder. The king has said that if someone stays in the castle for 3 nights, they can get married to his daughter. She is the most beautiful woman in the world. There is also lots of gold in the castle. If you stay there 3 nights, you will become rich and have a beautiful wife. And of course, you will learn to shudder." "How wonderful," said Anders. "Many men have gone into the castle, but nobody has left." Thought Anders. Maybe it is a very comfortable castle, and they did not want to leave. So Anders went and asked the king if he could go into the castle, and the king said, "Yes, and you can bring 3 things with you. I would like a fire, a lathe, and a knife." "A lathe? Are you sure?" said the king. "Don't you want something more useful? Maybe an axe?" "A lathe can do lots of things," said Anders. "You can make anything with a lathe and a knife, and I need the fire to keep warm, of course." So the king sent him to the castle with a fire, a lathe, and a knife. When night came, Anders made a fire and sat down on a chair. "If only I could shudder," he said, "but I do not think I will learn it here." Then he heard a shout from a dark corner. "Oh, meow, it is so cold." "How stupid," he said. "If you are cold, come and sit by the fire." So 2 great black cats came and sat beside him. They looked at him with red eyes. They warmed themselves and then said, "Shall we play a game of cards?" Anders did not think the cats were good. Black cats knew magic. So he said, "Yes, let's. But first, show me your hands." So the cats did so, and he saw that they had long claws. "Oh, what long claws you have! I will cut them for you." "How kind," said the cats. But Anders did not cut their claws. He held the knife at them. "I know what you want. You want to put those claws right in my eyes. No, thank you." He threw them out of the window into some water below. But before he could sit down again, many black cats and black dogs came out of the dark. They all had red eyes, and they shouted and hurt him. "Go away!" he shouted. He took his knife and started cutting them. Some ran away, but some stayed. He threw those ones out into the water. But the animals came and came, and there were too many. But then it turned midnight, and all the animals went away. When Anders sat down again, he felt very tired. He turned around and saw a bed in the corner. "Perfect," he said, and climbed into the bed. But while he started to sleep, the bed moved. It walked around the castle like an insect. "That's good," he said. "That will help me sleep, but go faster." So the bed ran and Anders laughed. Finally, the bed turned over and lay on top of him. "That's no fun," he said. He pushed the bed off him and slept by the fire. In the morning, the king came and saw him on the floor. He thought the ghosts had killed him, but then the young man got up. "What happened?" said the king. "Good morning. Unfortunately, I did not learn to shudder last night, but lots of things happened." "You mean you were not afraid?" "Of course not. I slept very well." So the next night Anders went back into the castle and said again, "If only I could shudder." A few hours later, there was a loud sound and something fell from the ceiling. It was a man, but only half of him. There were no legs or feet. "Hello," cried Anders. "The other half is not here. Where is the rest?" So there was another sound, and the other half of the man fell down. "I will make a fire for you," he said. When he turned around, the 2 halves were together, and a scary man was sitting there. "Excuse me, that chair is mine." Anders pushed him off the chair. "Well then," said the man. "Let us play a game. From the ceiling fell some leg bones. On the ends of the bones were feet. Ah, we are going to go bowling." "I love bowling, but where is the ball? Some skulls fell down as well. These are terrible balls. They are not round." So Anders took the skulls and put them on the lathe. He worked the skulls until they were round. There, now they will move very easily. They played bowling, and Anders did quite badly, but he had a lot of fun. But then, when it turned midnight, everything went away. The man, the skulls, and the leg bones. Oh no, I didn't say goodbye. He lay down and went to sleep. The next morning, the king came and spoke to him again. "How was it this time?" "We went bowling." "But you did not learn how to shudder." "No, it was great fun." On the third night, Anders sat on his chair and said, "If only I could shudder." A few hours later, 6 tall men came in with a coffin. They put the coffin in front of Anders. "Ah, I think that's my cousin. He died only a few days ago." The men opened the coffin, but the man inside was too big to be Anders' cousin. But the stupid boy said, "Cousin, you look so cold. Let me warm you." So Anders warmed his hand on the fire and held it to the man's face. So Anders carried him out of the coffin and put him by the fire. That also didn't help, so he carried him into the bed. Finally, the body warmed up and started to move. "See, cousin, I have warmed you up." The dead man sat up and cried, "Now I will eat you." "What?" said Anders. "That's how you thank me." So he threw his cousin into the coffin and shut it. Then the 6 men came and carried the coffin away. "I don't think I will ever learn to shudder," said Anders. "I can help you shudder." Anders turned around and saw an old man with a long white beard. He looked horrible. "Soon you will shudder because you will die." "I don't want to die," said Anders, jumping out of the bed. "Too bad. I'm going to kill you." "I don't think so," said Anders. "You don't look very strong." "Oh, I might not look strong, but I am," said the old man. "Let us have a competition. If you are stronger, I will let you go. Follow me." So they went through the castle. Finally, they arrived in a dark room where there were some big stones and an axe. The old man stood in front of the stone. He took the axe and broke the stone in 2 with it. "I can do better than that," said Anders. He went to another stone and took the axe. The old man stood and watched. Anders took the axe and broke the stone in 2 with it. Then he took the old man's beard, put it between the pieces of stone, and closed the stone on it. "I can't move," shouted the old man. "Now I have you," said Anders. "Now you will die." He took a piece of stone and hit the old man with it until he cried, "Please stop. I will show you where the gold is." So Anders let him go. The old man showed him through the castle, and they went to a room with 3 boxes of gold. "One of these boxes is for the poor people. One is for the king and the other is yours." But then, when it turned midnight, the old man went away, and the light went away as well. Anders stood in the dark. He carefully found his way back to the fire and slept there. The next morning, the king came and said, "Did you learn how to shudder?" "No, I did not." "My dead cousin visited, and then a man with a beard came and showed me lots of gold, but nobody taught me to shudder." "Then you have done it. You stayed 3 nights in the castle, and you can get married to my daughter." "That is very good, but I still don't know how to shudder." So they brought out the gold and got married. Anders loved his wife and was very happy, but every day he still said, "If only I could shudder." Finally, his wife got angry. "I will show him how to shudder." She went out to the river and took a bucket of cold water. At night, when Anders was asleep, his wife threw the bucket of water on him. Anders woke up and cried, "Oh, what makes me shudder so much? What makes me shudder so, my wife?" "Ah, now I know how to shudder." "My name is Jessica. I am from Africa. I am 19 years old. My father is a teacher. My mother is a doctor. We have a small family. This is my story. We are a good family. My father is a good businessman. We have money. I have a good school. I have a good life. But I have a dream. I want to travel. I want to see the world. My father is a good man. He wants the best for me. But my dream is not his dream. He is not happy. The situation is not easy. It is morning. My father is in his room. He wants to speak with me. I go to his room. My father has some questions. My father wants to know why I want to travel. My father says traveling is dangerous. Traveling is not comfortable. You can die. I think about it. Traveling is dangerous. I can die, but it is also very interesting. I can see new countries. I can meet new people. I think about traveling every day. Maybe my mother can help me. I speak with my mother. I tell my mother I want to travel. I want to see the world. Please speak with my father. Maybe with your help I can travel. My mother loves me, but she thinks that traveling is dangerous. She thinks that my place is at home. She thinks that life in England is the best for me. 1 year later, I visit one big town. The name of this town is Hull. I meet my friend. His father has a ship. They travel to London. My friend tells me, "Go with me." I think about it. I am not prepared, but I can try if traveling is for me. I go to London. I am very happy. It is my first long journey. It is very interesting. The first hour is good. But then we have problems. We see a storm. The storm is big. The wind is strong. The ship goes up and down. I have fear. I think about my comfortable bed. The storm is finished in the morning. The weather is nice, and the evening is beautiful. Everything is quiet. One man comes to me. We speak. We speak about the storm. I speak about my fear. The man gives me a drink. I drink very much. I sleep very well at night. The next day, I forget about my home. I forget about my comfortable bed. I dream more about traveling. The next day, our ship is slow because the wind is not strong. Then the wind is strong again. We go fast. A new storm comes. This storm is bigger. I'm scared. The men are scared too. The waves are very big. The waves are like mountains. I see other ships. The ships are like toys. The waves play with the ships. I want to go home again. The storm is very big. The men ask God for help. Then one man sees a hole in the ship. Water is inside. It is a bad situation. Many men go down. They pump the water out. I am very scared. I can't move. One man comes to me. He says, "Go down and help." So I go down. We pump the water out. I hear a gun. It is a signal from our captain. It is a signal that we have a big problem. Our ship is very broken. Our ship is full of water. We work very hard. We pump the water out, but the hole is very big. More and more water is inside the ship. The weather is better. The waves are smaller, but the ship is full of water. We need help. We see another ship before our ship. The men from the ship send a small boat. The men on the boat go to our ship. The men help us. We go on their boat. 15 minutes later, our big ship goes under water. We are safe on the small boat. We see a land. We go to the land. We see people on the beach. They wait for us. They help us. They give us some money. We can go to London or Hull. I go to London. When I am in London, I meet a captain. The captain goes to Africa. I think that I can make some money there. The captain tells me about the business in Africa. He tells me what to buy in England. He tells me what people in Africa need. The journey to Africa is very good. I have a lot of money after this journey. I am happy. I want to travel more. I want to do more business. I want to learn how to control the ship. The captain teaches me how to control the ship. I go to Africa again. The journey starts well. But soon we have big problems. We see a ship. It is not an English ship. It is a pirate ship. The pirates want to take our ship. Their ship is fast. Soon they are near our ship. The pirates attack us. Many pirates go on our ship. They kill our men. We can't win. We stop the fight. Now we are prisoners. I am young and strong. I must work as a slave. I work for the captain of the pirates. I feel very sad. I have a bad life. I must work hard. I work every day. I work in the house. I work in the garden. The captain tells me what to do. I don't like my work. I want to change my situation. I want to be free again. It is morning. I meet a young woman. She works in the house. She is so beautiful. She is also a slave. She cleans the house. I speak with her. She doesn't speak my language, but I feel that she understands me. When she sees me, she is happy. And I am happy too. Sometimes she touches me. But it is only a short moment. Slaves can't be together. I think about the young woman very. I want to meet her every day, but she is not in the house every day. When I think about her, I have a nice feeling in my body. I think that I love this woman. I think that she is my girlfriend and I am her boyfriend. But our love is complicated. We can't live together. It is very sad. Sometimes I fish with the captain or his friends. A young boy helps us. We use a small boat when we fish. One morning, when we fish, fog is around our boat. We see nothing. We can't go home. The next day the fog is away. We can go home. When we are back home, the captain says, use a bigger boat. The bigger boat is better for long journeys. One day, the captain tells me, put more food and drinks on the boat. Bring some guns too. The captain wants to fish with his friends. I prepare the boat. I put food and guns on the ship. But the captain's friends don't want to fish. Then the captain tells me, prepare the boat for usual fishing for the next day. This is my chance. I can run away. A lot of food and guns are on the boat. I prepare the boat for fishing. But I leave the food and guns on the boat. Tomorrow, I can run away. This is my plan. I think about the young woman. I want to take her with me. But I don't know how to do it. It is not possible to take her on the boat. I am sad. I don't know what to do. I want to be free, but my heart wants to be with her. It is the morning. I meet the young woman in the house. She is so beautiful. I look at her. She knows that something is different. Maybe she understands that this is our last moment together. She looks in my eyes. She touches my hand. Her face is sad. My face is sad too. She smiles at me. Then she goes away. This is our last moment together. 1 hour later, we are ready. I and the boy go to the boat. One man goes with us. He is our boss for today. Soon, we are far from the land. But we can't catch fish. Then we go very far from the land. Our boss thinks that we can catch fish there. At one moment, our boss goes to the front of the boat. I quickly push him to the sea. He wants to swim back. I take a gun. When he sees the gun, he swims away. When he is away, I look at the boy. I want to know if he is on my side. I see that he is on my side. After 2 years, I am free. We go very fast. The wind is good. The next day, we are far from the pirate land. But we don't stop. We continue. After 6 days, we must stop. We need some We wait for night. Then we go to the land. When we are near the land, we hear horrible noises. The boy doesn't want to continue. He is scared. We stay on the boat near the land, but we can't sleep. Some animals come to wash in the water. The animals make horrible noises. The boy is very scared. Then we hear that one animal swims to us. The boy wants to go away, but I don't want to go away. I take one gun. I shoot at the animal. The animal turns. Then the animal swims to the land. The other animals hear the gun. They go away too. We stay on the boat. It is morning. We eat bread for breakfast. The boy wants to go to the beach. I go with him. We take guns. We take big bottles for water. I don't go very far. I want to see the boat. The boy continues alone. The boy returns after some time. He runs. I think that some animal runs after him, But I see nothing dangerous. He has an animal in his hand. The animal is a chicken. He is very happy. I am happy too. We have good meat and fresh water. We don't see dangerous animals. I don't know where we are. I only know that we are near Africa. I think that we are near a land where no people live. We don't see people on the land. We only hear animals. One day, when we go for fresh water, we see a lion. The lion sleeps on the beach. He is very big. He is only 20 meters from us. The boy is scared. Then the lion opens his eyes. When the lion sees us, he runs to us. We don't have much time. I must shoot at the lion. I have 3 guns. The first bullet hits his leg. The third bullet finishes the animal. We can't eat the meat. The meat is not good. But we take the skin, we put the skin on the boat. The skin is dry soon. We continue our journey. We stop only when we need fresh water. Soon we see that people live on the land. One day we see a big group of people. They are on the beach. They have many children. They watch us. I want to stop. I want to go to the people. But the boy doesn't like this idea. He is scared. The people want to give us some food. 2 people run to the forest. They return with some food. We don't want to go to the beach, but they don't want to swim to us. We don't know how to take the food. The people see this. They put the food on the ground. Then they go back. When they are far from the food, we go to the food. Now we are not scared of the people. They come to us. We thank the people, but we have nothing for the people. At that moment, we see 2 animals. The animals run down from the hill. The people are scared. One animal attacks a young girl. I shoot at the animal. I kill the animal. The second animal is scared. The animal runs away. The people are shocked when they hear the gun. They are also shocked when they see that the animal is dead. The people are happy that the girl is alive. They thank us. They give us more food and water. Now, we have a lot of food and water on the boat. We continue our journey. The next day, we see some islands. I think that we can visit the islands. But at that moment, the boy starts to shout. He starts to shout because he sees a ship. The boy is really scared. He thinks that it is a pirate ship, but I look at the ship. I see that the ship is Portuguese, but nobody on the ship sees us, so I shoot from a gun. They hear the gun. They see us. Soon we are on the Portuguese ship. They speak Portuguese, Spanish and French, but I don't understand the men. But one Scottish sailor is on the ship. He comes to me. I tell him our story. Then all the sailors are very nice. We can stay on the ship. We are very happy. We offer our boat to the captain. But the captain doesn't want to take the boat. He wants to pay for the boat. It is very nice. I tell him that he can buy our boat. I give him a good price. It is a half of usual price. The captain agrees. The captain also wants to train the boy as a sailor. I don't like this idea. I think that the boy is very young for this job. I think that the boy also needs freedom. But the captain says that it is good for the boy. The boy wants to work for the captain, so the boy starts to be a sailor. The ship is on the way to Brazil. We come to Brazil after 20 days. I say goodbye to the boy and the sailors. Brazil, a new state in South America. Many people start a new life here. It is the same for me. I know nobody here. I meet some people. They have sugar plantations. Soon we are good friends. I like Brazil very much. Soon I learn the language. I have some money from the captain. I buy a small land in Brazil. I start to produce sugar. I don't produce much at the beginning. But after 2 years, my plantation is... I am single, but my life is good. My financial situation is better every month. After 3 years in Brazil, I have enough money. I can have a woman for cleaning my house. I ask my friends if they know a good woman. One friend says, I have a daughter. She is 18 years old. I think that she can work for you. She is also a very good cook. The next day, his daughter comes to my house. She is friendly, but she is shy. She is also a very pretty girl. We talk. I tell her what I need. The next day, she comes to my house. She cleans the dirty floor. She cleans my furniture. She comes to my house every morning on Monday and on Thursday. She works for 4 hours. She also cooks for me. She also gives food to my cat. I am always happy when I see the girl. Sometimes we have breakfast or lunch together and we talk. Then she is ill. She can't come to my house. I feel a strange feeling when she is not in my house. I miss her. I think maybe I love her. 1 week later, she comes to my house. I am happy when I see her. I see that she is happy too. I hug her. Then I kiss her. It is a long kiss. 2 weeks later, I go to her father's house. I ask him if I can marry his daughter. He is quiet. I wait for his answer. Then he says, I agree. I am very happy. 2 months later, I marry the daughter of my friend. We start to plan a family. This part of my life is great. We have big plans for our family. We have big plans for our plantation. We need a bigger house. We need more money for a bigger house. I think about the business in Africa. I can make a lot of money in Africa fast. I speak about Africa with my friends very often. I tell my friends that we can make a lot of money in Africa. One day, 3 friends come to our house. They tell me that they want to go to Africa. They ask me if I want to go with them. I say, yes, I want to go with you. We start to prepare for the journey. Soon we are ready. I say goodbye to my wife. Then we go. We want to come back 2 months later. We leave Brazil in September. Our ship is very big, but we are only 17 men. The ship is full of things for business. The weather is good but very hot at the beginning. 1 week later, we see a hurricane. The hurricane is very strong. Our ship is in danger. The hurricane is finished after 3 days. But when the hurricane is away, we have a problem. The ship is broken. We can't go to Africa. The captain wants to go back and repair the ship. But I don't want to go back. We talk about it. We think about the best solution. Then in the evening, a second hurricane comes. The wind is strong. The waves are very big. Then one man shouts land. When the man shouts land, the ship stops. The sea is not deep enough. It is bad for our broken ship. The ship can break every second. We must go on a smaller boat. This is very dangerous because the boat is very small for 17 men. But we must do it if we want to survive. So we go on a small boat. The waves are very big. The wind is very strong. The wind pushes us to big rocks. We know that the crash is near. Then a big wave comes. The wave turns the boat. I am under water. I can't breathe. I don't see the other men. I don't see the boat. Then my head is above water. It is only a short moment. But I can breathe. I see a small beach between the rocks. A big wave pushes me to the beach. I am still in water, but I feel a land under my feet. I know that I must stand up. I must get out of the water. The next wave can take me back to sea. But my body is weak. I can't stand up fast. The next wave comes. I am under water again. I can't breathe again. But then another wave takes me back on the beach. I am in water, but I can stand up. I can go 10 meters. I am on the sand. I am safe. But my arms and legs are very weak. I collapse and I lie on the beach. After some time, I stand up. I look for the other men. I can't find the other men. I am the only man alive. All my friends are dead. I only find 3 hats and 2 shoes on the beach. It is horrible for me.